Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The way student loans are recorded is being changed so that they will now be classified as public expenditure. The move will add £12 billion to public borrowing figures and could increase pressure on universities to reduce tuition fees, as our education editor Branwen Jeffries reports.
When tuition fees in England went up to £9,000, students took to the streets to protest. Their loans became the main support for universities. 6 years on, and many still worry about debt. Nabila hasn't borrowed. Connell is borrowing for fees and living costs.
I think there are definitely some people who are thinking about it and are considering, right, I need to plan in order to pay it off. Whereas there are some people who don't really think about it, not really sure what it means to have the student loan.
How many students expect to really fully pay off their loan?
With the current political and economic climate as well, jobs aren't as abundant as they used to be. So it might not even be the fact that they want to pay it off, is if they can pay it off, if they're in a job that allows them to earn enough money to pay.
Graduates start to repay when they're earning more than £25,000. Those repayments over 30 years are linked to how much they earn. And it's estimated that at the end of that time, 45% of loans will still be unpaid. Today's decision means those unpaid loans are going to be counted as current spending. And that will add £12 billion to the government's deficit.
It is designed that a lot of the money that's paid out is not actually going to come back to the government. And so the announcement really is painting a more realistic picture of this. So the money that the government is not going to get back is now treated as spending, and we recognise the cost of that up front, and hopefully that leads to better policy decisions.
It could also change the future debate about tuition fees. They're under review in England. Ministers are looking at whether some should be lower. Universities fear this could put their funding at risk.
We do feel that the burden of fees at the moment is too heavily on the shoulders of students and their families. And we do feel that student fee levels should go down, but we can't accept that the income to universities should go down. And what that means is that if the fees go down, the government will have to do something to keep it at that level playing field.
There are other questions this could raise too. Why are students paying 6% interest rates? And is there a limit to how many students taxpayers will fund? Branwen Jeffries, BBC News, Leicester.